on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling, brought to you by University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Also brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Oak Knoll, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City community for 59 years. And by Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the Draft Day Sports Lounge, just minutes south of Iowa City. Welcome to Hawkeye Wrestling.
Good Sunday afternoon. Welcome into Carver Hawkeye Arena and MediaCom Mat. Hawkeye Women's Wrestling takes to the center stage here in a very busy weekend inside Carver. Stephen Grace saying thanks for joining us as the Hawkeyes getting ready to take on 9th-ranked Lehigh in a duel here in just a few minutes. Lehigh just getting done taking care of Otterbein by a score of 32-11. And then the Hawks will wrestle Lehigh. After that, the Hawkeyes and Otterbein as well. Pretty historic afternoon as Lehigh became the second major college program to add a women's program. A couple of years ago, we all know that the Hawkeyes added it, becoming the first major Division I program to be sanctioned. And then Lehigh, this is them adding that as well. So the only two Division I men's programs that have a women's program as well, Iowa and Lehigh, and they're set to match up here, and it should be a pretty good one. Lehigh, like we say, 9th in the country, 13-0 on the year, and they've got several wrestlers ranked in the top 10, a couple of them in the top 5, and they just put on a pretty good show with that 32-11 win. Lost by fall in a couple of them. Otherwise, they came through and got Falls and Tech Falls the rest of the way. So looking forward to this one. The Hawkeyes coming off of a good performance yesterday. 8 champions up at the Mike Giroux Cliff Keen invite in Mount Vernon at Cornell College. Hawkeyes with champions at 103 with Val Solario, at 110 by Nia Valencia, 117 by Harley Hiller, 124 Callie Lang, 131 Carly Brooks, 138 Lily Luft, 145 Reese Laramindi, and at 207 Katja Osteen coming away with the title. A couple of the weights where the Hawks had the top 3, a couple of them where it was an all-Hawkeye final, and all of the Hawkeyes that wrestled finished at least in the top 6. So good opportunity for them to get some matches yesterday, get back in here today, and wrestle one final time in front of the Carver Hawkeye Arena crowd. As it is Senior Day, we'll be recognizing seniors after the dual meet today. Hawkeyes are coming off of their first loss in program history in a dual meet. That coming last weekend up in Cedar Falls at the National Duels. North Central College knocked off the Hawkeyes by a score of 23-21. One of those very interesting quirks with the way freestyle duels are scored, where the Hawkeyes won 6 out of the 10 matches, but North Central scored points in everything and were able to get points for that. So even if you lose by tech fall, but you've scored in the match, you still get 1 point for your team. And so that was the big difference there. A combination of that, where they got several points, but then also picked up a couple of really big pins that gave them some bonus points and moved them ahead of the Hawkeyes on their way to the championship. Iowa did come back and finish 3rd at the national duels. But first loss in program history, but they rebounded well, and they're looking to continue that here today as they take on the Mountain Hawks. Pretty good crowd has made their way in here on an early Sunday afternoon. Good start. Hopefully a few more people working their way in to recognize the efforts of these teams, these programs, and continue to build and grow women's wrestling. We're going to step out, take a quick timeout. We will be back with more Hawkeye Wrestling from Carver Hawkeye Arena right after this. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
This is Jordan Sekafetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Hawkeye fans, gear up for game day with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, they bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Sip on fan favorites like Easy Eddie, Citrus Surfer, and Neighborhood Beer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to the stadium? No worries. Join them at any of their 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. MediaCom Matt ready for Iowa and Lehigh women's wrestling. Stephen Grace saying thanks for joining us. Lineups for this afternoon's dual meet between the Hawkeyes and the Mountain Hawks. At 103, we will have either Sterling Diaz or number 1 Valerie Solario for the Hawkeyes taking on Hattie Mack. At 110, Ava Bayless, Emily Gonzalez, or Naya Valencia taking on 5th-ranked Audrey Jimenez. At 117, Harley Hiller for the Hawks taking on number 7 Abigail Cooper. At 124, Isabella Maria Gonzalez or 7th-ranked Callie Lang taking on Alexa Ciliota. At 131, top-ranked Carly Brooks or Bella Williams taking on number 3 Aubrey Kraser for Lehigh. At 138, Ella Schmidt taking on Cece Ravenel. At 145, Kaden Stidick or top-ranked Reese Laramendi against Sydney Thompson. At 160, top-ranked Kennedy Blades taking on Cameron Millsaps. At 180, top-ranked Kylie Welker against Genevieve On. And then close things out, heavyweight Lehigh is open, so either 5th-ranked J.C. Feller or Katja Osteen will get the forfeit victory there. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, voted best of the area for a dozen straight years, proudly supports Iowa wrestling. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets in Iowa City. Also the 988 Lifeline, compassionate help anytime, anywhere. Call or text 988. Starting lineups finishing being announced. Busy weekend in Carver. Women's game Thursday, men's wrestling Friday, gymnastics last night, women's wrestling this morning, and then women's basketball tonight. A lot of people making their way into Carver Hawkeye Arena. Always a great opportunity to get in here and cheer on the Hawks no matter what the sport. This is the final home match for the Hawkeyes. They will be wrestling at the beginning of February, that first weekend, Super Bowl Sunday, I believe it is, Sunday, February 8th. They will be wrestling over at Extreme Arena in Coralville. It is the For Her duels, where they will have 4 teams from the NCAA, 4 teams from NAIA, and they'll basically wrestle a round robin against each other, and then after that they'll wrestle from your placement brackets and have a good opportunity to get some more matches. We're actually going to have Josh Schamberger with the Iowa City Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, Iowa City Sports Commission, Think Iowa City. I don't know, they've got a variety of different areas and names that they use, but basically the group that brings a lot of awesome things to Iowa City. And he will be joining us after this match to talk a little bit about the For Her duels. Captain's meeting center of the mat. Get the coin toss, figure out who's first choice to send people out. Get the all clear from the referees. And here we go, wrestling action. .103. Hattie Mack got beat by fall in her first match. She will be taking on Sterling Diaz. Gets the nod in this one. Mack and Vita Savage in that first match went back and forth. It was actually 17-12. They had a challenge with a long review. They had some blood time, and then ended up where Savage was able to lock up a throw and get the fall. But it was a back and forth, exciting matchup. Diaz makes her way out, shake hands, get underway here. Diaz staying just solid square position. Mack moving around, trying to find an opening. Now they come across, lock up. Headlock from Diaz, but she clears out of that. Big snap there by Diaz as they come back across, right on the edge. She drops in for a shot, right on the edge, drops down to a double leg. Couldn't secure the legs before they step out, so it'll be a 1-point step-out point for Diaz. Sweep attempt, but Diaz gets a little extended as Mack sprawls back, hipping into her. Diaz circles up out of it. Had an underhook momentarily, but they clear out. Now we're going to stop. Get passivity call against Mack. Her first. If she gets another one, she'll be put on the 30-second shot clock. Snap again by Diaz. She tries passing the elbow by, drops down to the near ankle, elevates, and gets the easy 2. Dropping down, trying to get a leg lace, not there. Now she comes up over the gut. Looking for the tilt, can't quite get Mack turned over. Now goes crotch lift, trying to roll her through, and does as they go out of bounds. That'll make it 5-0 now in favor of Diaz. Minute 41 to go in this first period. Nice tap into a shot by Mack, but Diaz keeps the legs back, hips in, breaks the grip. Steps over on the go behind. 2 points confirmed. Quick gut attempt. Didn't get the full exposure. Now keeping the head between the legs, trying to get that leg lace or ankle lace. Unable to secure it, so the referee will bring them back up to their feet. 7-0 is the lead for Sterling Diaz for the Hawkeyes. Snap, front headlock, now pops head to the outside, high crotch attempt, looking to cut across and does. That'll make it 9-0, and then she gets another quick exposure with the arm Turk in, and that is going to do it. Diaz with the 11-0 lead, or win. Hawks go on top by a score of 4-0. Hawk fans, enjoy your home away from home at Coralville's All-Suite Homewood Suites, Iowa River Landing, and Home 2 Suites Hilton Hotels. Relax in spacious suites with kitchens and enjoy free breakfast, 24-hour gym, pool, hot tub, and more. Perfectly located for your next Hawkeye visit. At 110, this should be a good one. 5th-ranked Audrey Jimenez for Lehigh. She had a quick fall in her first match. Ava Bayless gets the nod for Iowa. Ava finished 3rd yesterday up at Mount Vernon. Shake hands, get underway here. Jimenez, a couple of big snaps into a front headlock. Trying to pull Bayless down to the mat. Gets her down to her knees. Stalemate it, get back up to their feet. Bayless coming across. Snaps, now 2-on-1. They're going to stop it. Passivity warning against Bayless. Jimenez with a sweep attempt. Couldn't get there, repenetrates. Nothing there, comes back up with another attempt. Bayless doing a good job on the defense here. See if she can create some offense of her own. And that whizzer in momentarily. Now they square back up. Bayless. And that collar tie. Jimenez drops down on the leg, steps over. Trying to shelf it, see if she can come around. Climbs up that leg a little bit higher. Bayless trying to throw that whizzer in. Now Jimenez reaches across to that far leg. Gets the takedown. Bayless crawling forward, trying to keep those legs apart. Prevent a lace from getting locked in. Now Jimenez does get it with one hand and rolls her through for 2. Tries to readjust. And does for 2 more as they go out of bounds. Minute 15 to go, first period. Jimenez of Lehigh, a 6-0 lead. Snaps into a front headlock again. Stalemate, stop it, get back up to their feet. Another shot by Jimenez. Same spot she was in. Bayless unable to hang on to that whizzer, trying to reach back and readjust. Jimenez does a good job, gets that far leg, elevates her up. And now is going to stack her up, almost looking for a fall. And that's going to do it. Jimenez will win by a score of 10-0. That is going to tie this score up between the Hawkeyes and the Mountain Hawks at 4. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn grows feed for our livestock, food for our families, and clean burning fuel. For your drive to the game, drive clean with Unleaded 88. Support Iowa corn farmers. Go to iowacorn.org to pump it up with Unleaded 88. We move to 117 pounds. Harley Hiller for the Hawkeyes will be taking on number 7, Abigail Cooper. Hiller winning the tournament up in Mount Vernon yesterday. Freshman out of Evanston, Illinois. Cooper working a 2-on-1. Not there. Comes across to an underhook. Throws that by. Hiller trying to push her out right on the edge. And they are going to confirm 1 red. So step out for Lehigh. Gives Cooper the 1-0 lead. Hiller comes out. Inside trip off of a front headlock. Can't quite get there, and then she gets thrown for 4. Right on the edge. Gut attempt by Cooper, but unable to get it before they slide out of bounds. Head back to the center. 2:13 to go. 5-0 is the lead for Cooper. Underhook. On the left side by Cooper. Hiller swims her arm up out of that into the right-handed collar tie. Now just a lot of pushing between the two. Ear to ear, Hiller looking for that underhook on the left side, not there. Now Cooper comes across 2-on-1. Hiller clears out of that, get into an over-under situation. Over near the edge, Hiller trying to circle back in. Now she looks for an arm spin, not there. Cooper gets around behind and takes her down for 2 on the edge. So Cooper will take a 7-0 lead now with 1:18 to go. Fans trying to spur Hiller on. She's looking for that 2-on-1. Now front headlock thrown in by Cooper, and they clear out of that quick, though. .50 seconds remains here in this first period. Hiller had a 2-on-1, now comes up as Cooper throws that underhook on the left side. Cooper doing a good job controlling the head right now. Tries throwing that underhook by. Now a headlock thrown in by Hiller, and she's going to get the 2. Is she going to get more? She's looking to cinch this up a little bit tighter, and the referee looks and confirms the fall for Harley Hiller. Two minutes and 33 seconds, the time of the fall. Off the headlock by Harley Hiller. Puts the Hawkeyes on top by a score of 9-4. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you no matter where you are in the state. Changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org. That gets the Hawkeye crowd into it. 124 pounds. 7th-ranked Callie Lang for the Hawkeyes, taking on Alexa Siliota for Lehigh. contrasting body styles here. Lang. Short and stocky. Ciliota very long and lanky, several inches taller. Snatch single attempt there by Lang. Couldn't hang on to it. Ciliota did a good job, limped that knee out. Controlling our elbow. That underhook on the left side. Stop it. Passivity warning on Ciliota. Lang. Big snap with that left-handed collar. Coming around looking for that 2-on-1. Ciliota controlling that opposite arm, now tries to get it to herself. Lang drops in on that snatch attempt as they go out of bounds, gets the step out point. So Lang leads 1-0. Lang a big snap. There's a little pop to a sweep attempt by Ciliota. Lang trying to hip into her. Ciliota trying to use that length, see if she can cut the corner. Stalemate blown though as they'll go back up to their feet. Left-handed collar that Lang reaches up and peels off and puts her own left hand in. Another sweep attempt there by Ciliota. Gets the corner cut a little bit more. Lang trying to trick that knee, looking to stuff the head. See if she can peel that leg out of there. Stalemate, back to their feet. 41 seconds to go, first period. Lang leads 1-0. Ciliota was pinned in their match against Otterbein. Lang forward pressure, working that left hand on the collar. Final seconds ticking away here in this first period. Lang will have a 1-0 lead as we head to the second. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll, conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. "30-second break done. Get back to action here. Lang, that collar this time gets real physical with it. Snaps, front headlock, looking for a cradle. Nothing awarded yet. She does have the cradle. Ciliota using that length, throwing that arm in between Lang's legs. Now they're going to give the 2 takedown, confirmed by the chairman. Now she bails out of that, comes out, almost looked for a whip over attempt. Circle up to their feet. Lang stays with that left hand on the collar as they're standing up again. Minute gone by here, second period, 3-0 is the lead for the Hawkeye. Iowa leads Lehigh 9-4 after 3 matches. Lang Lang comes around looking for that 2-on-1. Can't get there. Drops into that snatch attempt again, though. Step out on the edge. 1 point. Makes it 4-0 now in favor of Lang. Shot attempt there by Ciliota. Lang sprawls back, just really good down block, and then hustles around behind and gets another 2. Gives her a 6-0 lead. Ciliota just throwing the arms and legs out wide. Lang coming around, trying to find a wing, can't get it. Stalemate, back up to their feet. 6-0 is the lead for Lang. Looking at 2-on-1 over near the edge. Step out once more. 7-0. The referee wanted a fleeing the hold, but that was not confirmed. Just the step out point. So Lang leads 7-0, inside of a minute to go. Snap into that front headlock again. Couldn't get around behind, right on the edge. Gets another push out point, makes it 8-0. They do confirm fleeing the hold, so that'll make it 9-0. Lang, another snap, working that front headlock, pulls her all the way to the mat, trying to circle around, not there, then comes back over, look at that cow catcher. Trying to throw this over, 25 seconds, not there, now comes back the other way, looking for the cradle, and gets around behind and gets the 2. And that will give her the 11-0 check fall. Puts the Hawkeyes on top by a score of 13-4. Stop by, see what everyone's talking about at Watermilk Kitchen and Bar, voted the 2025 Best New Restaurant by the Corridor Business Journal. This modern Midwestern restaurant, located in the heart of the Iowa River Landing, features chef-inspired takes on all your favorite dishes with amazing daily specials, unique cocktails, and monthly events. We move to 131 pounds. Top 3 matchup. Top-ranked Carly Brooks for the Hawkeyes. Number 3, Aubrey Kraser for Lehigh. Brooks, the sophomore out of Hawaii. (18-1) on the year. Kraser, number 3 in the country, won by fall in her first match. Half attempt right there by Brooks. Tries passing the elbow by, but Kraser hustles and squares back up. Going to give passivity warning to Brooks. Kraser controlling that right hand on the collar tie. Brooks controlling the opposite wrist, tries passing by, gets to the leg, but Kraser able to kick out of it before she could secure it. Kraser looking to throw an underhook in. Halfway through this first period, the little slide-by attempt. Just passed it and got down to the ankle for the 2 for Brooks. Looking for a lace, not going to get it. Get back up to their feet. 1:24 on the clock. 2-0 is the lead for Brooks for Iowa. Hawkeyes on top of Lehigh, 13-4 in the team score. 2-on-1 by Krazer. Now an underhook. Brooks tried throwing it by, stumbled a little bit. Able to regain her steps. Double wrist lock. Sweep attempt from a ways away by Krazer. Reshot attempt there by Brooks. Unable to secure the leg. Comes up with that underhook. Now we've got chin strap coming undone for Krazer on her headgear. Get it re-snapped up. Get back to action. 49 seconds to go this first period. Carly Brooks for the Hawkeyes, a 2-0 lead. Just working the 2-on-1. Krazer clears out of that. Comes across, gets her own right hand in the collar. Krazer taking a shot from a ways away. Brooks throws that underhook whizzer, or overhook whizzer, excuse me, right on the edge. Steps out of bounds, 1 on the push out. So that'll make it 2-1 now in favor of Brooks. Snatch attempt there by Krazer as Brooks was coming across, and she covers for the 2. And she's got those legs cinched up pretty tight, looking for a tilt. And gets at least 1. Now she gets 2. Out of bounds. Only 2 of them. So 7-2 is the lead now for Krazer. And that will be our score as we go to the break. 7-2, Krazer with the lead. Looking ahead, Hawkeyes will be out in Albany, New York. The Journeyman College Duels this coming Saturday. Couldn't find the exact schedule anywhere. It looked like they're going to be wrestling Sacred Heart for sure. There's a note here in the notes that it says it does not count towards their record, so it's almost like they're just going as an exhibition type, just to help grow the sport a little bit. Back to action here. Brooks for the Hawkeyes down 7-2. Brooks number 1, Krazer number 3. Brooks working the underhook. Krazer, though, snaps to clear out of it. Krazer again, right hand tight on that collar. Brooks goes to a 2-on-1 on the left. Tries passing an elbow, but couldn't get it off her head in time. Tries the same thing, but Krazer felt that coming, stepped the leg out of the way. Minute gone by, second period. 7-2 is the lead for Krazer of Lehigh. Mayab trying to get the crowd into it a little bit. A lot of hand fighting. There's the underhook. Throw by, look to an inside trip by Brooks. Couldn't get anywhere with it. Drops for a sweep attempt, gets caught in a front headlock. Clears up out, goes to a headlock, and gets it thrown. That's going to be 4. Can she cinch this in? She's got 1:11. Now she's going to come out front. She knows she's going to have to get another takedown if she couldn't get that fall right there. So 7-6, a minute to go. She felt it, she went for it, she hit it. .45 to go. Brooks snaps, gets to a shot, but Krazer does a great job and throws her legs back, breaks the grip, and gets the go behind. So that'll make it 9-6 now. Trying to get a lace of some sort, and does for 2 more. And gets another 2. And gets another 2. They go out of bounds with 18 seconds left, and just like that, it's 15-6 in favor of Crazer. Now Brooks going to basically have to just go for broke. Not going to be able to. So that is going to do it. Crazer with the win by a score of 15-6. That is a regular decision, and the Hawkeyes scored in it, so that'll be a point for Iowa, 3 points for Lehigh. And that'll make our score 14-7 in favor of the Hawkeyes. We move to 138. CC Ravenel for Lehigh, taking on Iowa's Ella Schmidt. Schmidt lost to teammate Lily Luft in the semifinals yesterday. Came back and finished in 3rd. Lily got the championship. Underway here at 138. Hawks on top, 14-7. Schmidt out of Bettendorf. Listed as a redshirt junior, comes in for a shot, rolls through as they go out of bounds. They're going to say 4-2, and it is up to the chairman. 4 confirmed for Ella Schmidt. So she leads 4-0. And you've got the referee on the mat, the judge on the far side, the chairman on the near side, and 2 out of the 3 have to agree. The judge on the far side thought it was just 2, but the referee and the chairman said she took her feet to back and gets 4 points out of it. Schmidt working that underhook on the left side, trying to get an angle, pushing in. Overhook throw by, and Ella throws her again, gets another 4, and they do confirm it again. Just a overhook or underhook into a hip toss. She was trying to, Ravenel was trying to actually do her own, and Ella did a great job and just locked that up and rolled her through the rest of the way and got the 4. Takes an 8-0 lead. 2-on-1, trying to get head position. Now goes back to that same spot where we were. That underhook. Now she drops down to the leg this time. Comes up over the head, looking for the whip over attempt. Cannot get it as Ravenel slips out, but that allows Ella to get around behind and get the 2 takedown. And that will give her the 10-0 tech fall. Puts the Hawkeyes on top by a score of 18-7. The official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, US Cellular, reminds you that on game days, your hands are for cheering, not texting, because game days are built for the Hawkeyes. US Cellular, built for us. We move to 145 pounds. Sydney Thompson for Lehigh, taking on Cadence Diddick for the Hawkeyes. Shake hands, check both refs. We're good to go. Under action here at 145. Nice sweep right off the whistle by Diddick. Comes up over the waist. Now drops back down to the leg. Comes up over the head and covers for the 2. Diddick trying to get that ankle lace locked in. Can't get it. Comes up over the gut. Unable to get anywhere with it, so the referee will pull them back up to their feet. 2-on-1 by Thompson. Didick circling, trying to clear that arm out. Comes to the underhook on the right side. Controlling both wrists. Now just pushes away. Sweep attempt by Thompson. Didick just sags her hips right there, doesn't even sprawl. Comes up into that underhook. Thompson trying to use some length with an overhook. Arm spin attempt. Couldn't get anywhere with it. Now Didick comes up. She catches the arm, gets the takedown for 2. Now she's going to see if she can cinch the head up. Looking to adjust. She's got a minute and a half. Reaching up, trying to scoop that head a little bit more. Drives through. Referee looks and confirms with the fall. 1 minute and 31 seconds time of the fall for Cadence Didick. Hawkeyes go on top by a score of 23-7. Step into the power ring with Mid-American Energy. Our mix of wind, solar, and more keeps your energy reliable round after round. Learn more at midamericanenergy.com. 160 pounds, Kennedy Blades for the Hawkeyes, Cameron Millsaps for Lehigh. Goes without saying, Kennedy Blades is a fan favorite, not just here in Iowa City. She is Olympic silver medalist. She is a great ambassador for the sport of wrestling, for the Hawkeyes, for the USA, and she is a competitor. Double leg attempt, comes up, gets around, and she was thinking Blades bomb as was everybody else in the arena, and Millsaps just bails out and gives up the 2. Kennedy comes around, going crossface to the far arm, looking for a tilt, can't get it. So they get back up to their feet. Blades slide by, go behind, and finishes pulling her down for the 2. Throws a wing in, comes over, using her leg to scoop the head. Running this up over, gets 2 more. Now see if she can adjust just a little bit. Trying to settle down. Referee looks to the head table and slaps the mat for the fall in just 49 seconds for Kennedy Blades. Hawks go up 28-7. Main Street Sweets has been a hometown favorite in downtown West Branch for over 15 years, offering great burgers, tenderloins, cheese balls, and more, along with many awesome ice cream treats. Order online, call ahead, or stop in to visit. Main Street Sweets, owned and operated by my wife Jessica and me, on the web at mainstreetsweetswb.com. 180 pounds, Kylie Welker for the Hawkeyes, Genevieve On for Lehigh. On actually bumped up to wrestle at 207 because Otterbein does not have anybody at 180. So On bumped up and got the fall in the first minute. Welker just got back from some training at Colorado. Got her bright pink knee sleeve. Pink bow in her hair, pink on her headgear, pink shoes. Pops the arm into a head of the outside attempt. Lat drop attempt. 2 confirmed as Welker just posts her head and gets back around behind for the takedown. No action from Parterre, so they get back to their feet. 30 seconds gone by. 2-0 is the lead for Welker. Slide by attempt by On. Welker staying all over her. Comes to that 2-on-1, pushing the head to the opposite side. Welker fighting for that position. Now comes in and just carries her. She's got the arm into the leg and just dumped her down for the 4. Now she's trying to cinch this up a little bit tighter, looking to pull it back the other way. Pushing her head, trying to keep it away. Welker just hardly breathing hard, pushes that arm out of the way. 1:50 to work and just try to settle in. Tries rolling through. Now Welker gets it a little bit tighter. Comes back the other way. See if Kylie can get up and push that head up. Unable to. Fights back off to her belly. So 6-0 still is the lead for Welker. 1:32 to go, first period. Welker snaps. Now comes across. Nice double leg to the back for 2. Actually, they're going to confirm 4. So that's going to do it. They need to stop action right there. Referee called 2, but the chairman and the judge said no. She took her straight to her back for 4. And so Welker will get the 10-0 Tech fall. Hawks go on top by a score of 32-7. And Lehigh does not have anybody at 2:07, so the Hawks will win by forfeit there. Check out the Iowa Style Apparel retail store in Cedar Rapids. Iowa Style Apparel offers the latest looks for a variety of local sports teams, including an expansive wrestling section. Check out the Iowa Style Apparel retail store in Cedar Rapids or shop online at iowastyleapparel.com. J.C. Feller will get the hand raised for the forfeit victory. And that will make the final score 37-7 in favor of the Hawkeyes. We will have a short intermission right now between matches. Josh Schamberger will be making his way over here to talk to us a little bit about the For Her duels. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more from Carver right after this. This is Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Attention Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an Easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Ben McCullum. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Stephen Grace saying thanks for joining us as we are in between matches. Iowa taking care of Lehigh 37-7. Lehigh, our first match of the day, takes care of Otterbein 32-11. Now the Hawkeyes and the Cardinals will wrestle here in just a few minutes. Waiting for Josh Schamberger from the Iowa City Area Sports Commission to make his way over here. Hawkeye women will have the For Her duels coming up in a couple of weeks. February 8th, that is a Sunday, over at Extreme Arena. Today is Senior Day, recognizing several seniors for their last time inside Carver. But another quote-unquote close-to-home duel will be on February 8th before the Hawkeyes will be hosting the first ever NCAA championships at Extreme Arena March 6th and 7th as well. Right now, Ava Bayless getting recognized. She winning the Jackie Robinson Community Impact Award. That is a Big Ten honor. The For Her duels, an 8-team tournament. It will feature 4 NAIA schools, 4 NCAA teams on the other side. So they will wrestle the 4 teams in their division. And then when they are done with that pool play, first place from NCAA, first place of NAIA will wrestle. Second will wrestle second, third will wrestle third, fourth will wrestle fourth. Teams that will be competing over at Extreme Arena from the NAIA, Life, William Penn, Indiana Tech, and Ottawa. So that'll be some good matchups right there between several of those teams. The NCAA, Iowa, McKendree, Ursinus, and William Jewell. So that's a pretty good lineup. Should be some interesting matches, especially depending on how some of those pool seeds go. Seeing, say, an Iowa versus Life or an Iowa versus William Penn. McKendree against Life or William Penn, or even Indiana Tech. Some pretty good teams there. So that should be a lot of fun for that one. Doors will open Sunday, February 8th at 9:30. The first duel will start at 10:30. Then they will wrestle. They'll take 10 minutes in between matches and then figure out the pool play and go from there. So tickets available if you head to the Extreme Arena box office. Get your ticket information over there and make a plan to come over and see the Hawkeye women in action with the For Her duels over at Extreme Arena. Kind of a replacement from the Soldier Salute. Unfortunately, just couldn't quite get the schedule to work out. A combination of teams getting there to have enough wrestlers and teams not able to get there with the national duels just a week after and a variety of other things. And so rather than have the women's division of the Soldier Salute, Josh Schamberger said, let's have a dual tournament. And so set up the For Her duels, and that will be taking place on Sunday, February 8th at Extreme Arena. We are still in between matches right now. Iowa getting ready to take on Otterbein in the final match of the day. We will take one more time out. We will be back and have more from MediaCom Matt inside Carver Hawkeye Arena right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Women's Wrestling from Learfield.
Hello, Iowa. Here's a promise. Wherever you are in this great state, University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you, even if you never walk through our doors. Educating, caring, leading research, sharing our expertise with all. Because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Flu season is here. Get your flu shot today at your local Hy-Vee pharmacy. It's easy, convenient, and no appointment is necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. That's right, a 20-cent fuel saver. Get your flu shot when it's convenient for you. Schedule online or just stop by your Hy-Vee pharmacy. No appointment necessary. Help your family stay healthy. Get your flu shot and get a 20-cent fuel saver only at Hy-Vee. See store for details. Some restrictions apply.
Hawkeye fans, gear up for game day with Big Grove. As an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes, they bring you the ultimate game-watching experience. Sip on fan favorites like Easy Eddie, Citrus Surfer, and Neighborhood Beer while cheering on the Hawks. Can't make it to the stadium? No worries. Join them at any of their 4 Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, and Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks!
This is Jordan Sekefetz here for my dad Brian and his True Blue crew at Dodge Street Tire. If you're wrestling with your car or truck, let their crew take care of you and your family with honest and quality award-winning service. For over 30 good years, Dodge Street Tire have been champions for Hawkeye fans everywhere, pinning down prices and problems for their neighbors. Don't let your vehicle's tires and troubles keep you from achieving your goals. Dodge Street Tire at the corner of Dodge and Church Street.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Hawkeyes make their way back out from the tunnel, ready for starting lineups to be announced. Second match of the day for the Hawkeyes and Otterbein. Iowa defeating Lehigh 37-7. Otterbein dropping to Lehigh 32-11. Lineups for this duel. At 103, either Sterling Diaz or number 1 Valerie Solorio for the Hawkeyes will take on Vita Savage for the Cardinals. At 110, once again, either Ava Bayless, Emily Gonzalez, or third-ranked Naya Valencia against Kelly Kennedy or Riley Tucholsky. At 117, Harley Hiller for the Hawkeyes against Haley Hatfield. A little bit of alliteration going there, but HH wins that one. At 124, Isabella Maria Gonzalez or 7th-ranked Callie Lang. One of them will be taking on Morgan Leonhardt for Otterbein. At 131, top-ranked Carly Brooks or Bella Williams against either Kira Cole or Alicia Coleman. At 138, Ella Schmidt against either Reagan Briggs or Abby Green. At 145, Cadence Diddick or top-ranked Reese Laramendi will take on Jada Weiss. At 160, top-ranked Kennedy Blades against Audrey Garcia. At 180, Kylie Welker for the Hawkeyes, open for Otterbein. And then at 207, 5th-ranked J.C. Feller or Katja Osteen taking on Marvit Hidjesen for Otterbein. Oak Knoll's mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care, a not-for-profit life plan community serving the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll, conveniently located near the University of Iowa Healthcare Campus, Koenig Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, and downtown Iowa City. A proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Visit oakknoll.com to learn more. Otterbein out of Westerville, Ohio, 8-6 as a team on the year. Final lineup announcements. Captains now meet at center mat. Final instructions. Flips the coin. Otterbein will have their choice on even or odd matches. Ready for wrestling action here. Vita Savage, like we talked about in her first match against Mack of Lehigh, was actually winning 17-12 when she got the fall in a heck of a matchup. Back and forth. So Savage gets checked in. Top-ranked Val Solario will get the call in this one. Val with the championship at the Mike Duro Cliff Keen invite up at Cornell College yesterday. Under action here. Solario coming across all the way to the edge, gets a step out point quickly. Solario trying to throw an underhook. Snaps from that front head, gets back to the underhook on the left side. Now reaches to that far knee, drives her out of bounds. They're going to say 2 confirmed for the takedown as they go out of bounds. That'll give Solario the 3-0 lead. Shot from a non-tie, and Solario felt that coming, just dives out of the way, gets a go behind. Drops down, can't get a leg lace, now goes up to a gut, and rolls her through for 2 more. Now tries going the other way with it. Cannot. Referee waiting just a little bit longer now, probably going to pull them to their feet, and does. 1 minute gone by, 7-0 is the lead for Solario. Another shot attempt there by Savage. Solario, crotch lift, rolls her through. Still in that crotch lift. And rolls her through for another 2. And that's going to do it. 11-0 tech superiority for Solario. Hawks go on top 4-0. In Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn grows feed for our livestock, food for our families, and clean burning fuel. For your drive to the game, drive clean with Unleaded 88. Support Iowa corn farmers. Go to iowacorn.org to pump it up with Unleaded 88. Also, the 988 Lifeline, compassionate help anytime, anywhere. Call or text 988. At 1:10, Kelly Kennedy for Otterbein. Ava Bayless, one of the seniors to be recognized today, gets her second nod. She lost to 5th-ranked Jimenez of Lehigh earlier. Shake hands, get underway here. Nice blast double for 4. Now she's down on the ankle lace for 2 more. Now comes up and gets another 2 as they go out of bounds. 15 seconds in, and she's up 8-0. Double, can't quite get there, switches off to a single. Elevates, gets down to the ankle, reaching across, trips her down for the 2. And 31 seconds is all Ava Bayless needs for the 10-0 tech fall. Hawk fans, enjoy your home away from home at Coraville's All-Suite Homewood Suites, Iowa River Landing, and Home 2 Suites Hilton Hotels. Relax in spacious suites with kitchens and enjoy free breakfast, 24-hour gym, pool, hot tub, and more. Perfectly located for your next Hawkeye visit. We move to 117. The double H's both ways. Harley Hiller for the Hawkeyes. Haley Hatfield for Otterbein. Oh, I stand corrected. Hawks gonna bump Emily Gonzalez up from 110 to wrestle. Referee about ready to start the match and then stopped it momentarily and then gets things underway. Gonzalez, front headlock. Right elbow trap. She clears out of it. Hustles around behind for the 2. Shelfing that leg. Not there. Goes to a gut. Can't get her turned over. Comes back the other way. Can't quite get her. Trying to adjust. Not able to. So they'll bring them back up to their feet. Overhook thrown in by Hatfield. Comes up looking for a headlock. Gonzalez popping that arm off. Slide by attempt by Hatfield. Stays in that 2-on-1. Gonzalez now puts a 2-on-1 of her own. Drops into a sweep off of that. Stands up with it and picks her up, dumps it down for the 2. Gonzalez reaching through the crotch, able to grab the toe and get a tilt. Reaching down, trying to lace that leg up again. Does for another 2. And another 2 as they go out of bounds, and that's going to do it. 10-0 technical superiority for Gonzalez. Puts the Hawkeyes on top 12-0. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated, voted best of the area for a dozen straight years, proudly supports Iowa wrestling. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets in Iowa City. We move to 124. Waiting for the referees to adjust. Chairman goes to the referee spot. The referee goes to the judge spot. Judge comes over to the chair. $100. 124. Isabella Gonzalez for the Hawkeyes, taking on Morgan Leonhardt. Leonhardt, one of 2 victors for Otterbein in their earlier match with Lehigh, winning by fall. Gonzalez, true freshman for the Hawkeyes out of Fresno, California. It's a nice sweep attempt. Gets to the ankle, looking to elevate it. Leonhardt hopping around on her left leg. Now dumped down, and 4 is confirmed as she's able to expose the back with that dump. Now Gonzalez looking for a wing or an armbar. Nothing there. Has that leg in, crossface, unable to get anywhere, so they elevate back up to their feet. 4-0 is the lead. Nice slide by right there by Leonhardt. Gets around behind for 2 of her own. She's working a wrist. Seeing if she can get an exposure. Cannot, so they'll stand back up once again. Gonzalez. Underhook on the left side. Now I'm going to stop action. Gonzalez cut on her lip, it looks like. So head over, get the trainer to clear that off. Both wrestlers saw it before the referee. They both stopped, and the referee said, wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay, let's go ahead and stop that. Don't let high energy bills pin you down. Wrestle your way to savings with Mid-American Energy. Discover more ways to stay warm while using less energy. Learn more at midamericanenergy.com. Hard part right there, because that's a cut on the lip. There's not really much you can do to do anything other than wipe it off and hope that it stops. But a nosebleed, you can shove a cotton swab up there. If you get a cut, on the forehead or something, you can tape that up potentially. But this one's just almost like she bit her lip or something. And take a little more to hopefully get that to stop on its own. Get it wiped off, get back to action here. Minute 35 to go, first period. Gonzalez, a 4-2 lead, hits a sweep. Can't control the legs, circles back up into that underhook. Reaches back down for that leg. Now we've got blood again. Could be a recurring theme in this one. Like I said, nothing to do to control that blood coming out of the lip. Said a pretty good crowd made their way in here today. A few thousand for sure. They left the curtains down. I think they had gymnastics in here last night. So basically half the arena, they've got the curtains down to keep the crowd in the lower half of the arena. But the sidelines on both sides, I would say pretty close to half full. Dorothy Mayab putting the call out saying Section M is normally pretty loud, but there's one little girl behind her that's louder. Just trying to get the fans into it. This extended blood time. Get things cleared up. A little bit more on the mat that needs wiped up. So back to action now, minute 20 to go in the first. Gonzalez for the Hawkeyes, a 4-2 lead. Iowa leads Otterbein 12-0. And we're going to stop for more blood. Like I said, the Hawkeye women back in action out in Albany next Saturday, the 24th, taking on Sacred Heart, part of the Journeyman College Duels. Then they will be in Grandview on Saturday, February 7th, so they've got a week off in between there at the Grandview Open. Sunday, February 8th, starting at 10:30 over at Extreme Arena, the For Her Duel Tournament, featuring 4 NCAA, 4 NAIA schools. And then the Hawks are off for a week and a half, and then they get ready for their regional qualifying tournament down in Indianola at Simpson College. That'll be on Saturday, February 21st. And that will set the qualifiers for the first ever NCAA-sanctioned Women's Wrestling Championships. And that will be held at Extreme Arena in Coralville on March 6th and 7th. A little bit different in years past, women's wrestling allowing you to take more than 10 wrestlers. Could have a couple per weight class, but now just one wrestler per weight class, just 10 wrestlers as an NCAA sanctioned event. So that could greatly impact some of the scoring and how things happen. So it'll be interesting to see how that tournament shakes out. Back to action once more. 40 seconds to go, first period. Gonzalez for the Hawkeyes still up 4-2. And an underhook left side. Wasn't comfortable. Pulls her arm out of there. There she fakes. Hits a sweep. Couldn't hang on to the leg. Good job by Leonhardt for scooting that out of the way before Gonzalez able to fully secure it. Snap by Gonzalez. Now comes into a double leg on the edge. Going to get one on the push out. Couldn't quite finish the takedown before they went out of bounds. Now we've got, surprise, surprise, blood on the mat. Stop by, see what everyone's talking about at Watermill Kitchen and Bar, voted the 2025 Best New Restaurant by the Corridor Business Journal. This modern Midwestern restaurant, located in the heart of the Iowa River Landing, features chef-inspired takes on all your favorite dishes with amazing daily specials, unique cocktails, and monthly events. Hawkeye women in action tonight. Women's basketball team hosting top 15 ranked Michigan State. That's a 7 o'clock start time. Congrats to Coach Ben McCollum and the Hawkeye men picking up their first road win of the season, knocking off Indiana in Assembly Hall yesterday. There's a shot by Gonzalez, but right at the end of the period, unable to finish it. So 5-2 after the step out right before that last blood time. Gonzalez has the lead. We go to the break. Gonzalez finished in third yesterday up at the Cliff Keen. (5-2) as we get this second period underway. First second period of the second match. Josh Schamberger making his way up here.
How are you?
Good. How about you?
Good. Good. Sitting down there next to Jesse Lang, Callie's dad, and Mark Ironside, so it's between like two coaches, you know, talking the whole time. It's fun to listen to both of them.
There's a nice sweep right there by Gonzalez. Cuts off to the double. Couldn't quite get it. Now whizzer thrown in. She's hooked the ankle, trying to limp arm out. Leonhardt continuing to hold, but good job by Gonzalez. Pressures across and gets the two. So I didn't have a chance to look real close, but Callie Lang wrestled a Cameron Lang.
That's her sister.
Is that her sister?
Who is a sophomore in high school and made the finals yesterday.
Wow.
And then they, I told them they should have went out and rock, paper, scissors it. But Jesse said, no, little sister's forfeiting to big sister.
I saw that's what happened. I didn't know if there was relation there or not.
Well, Callie wanted to wrestle and have them each just take turns getting, 6-point laces or something. Get the score really high.
Final score is 105 to 104.
Yeah, two sisters. It was funny seeing the brackets, though. C. Lang.
Yeah.
On both sides, yeah.
Well, that's what I wondered when I saw it, but.
Yeah, she's really, really good. I think she wants to be a Hawk, too. So
We would take her, that's for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Another sweep attempt there. Now an arm drag that we stuff. Cover, 2 points confirmed.
Her dad and I, her dad wrestled Ohio State.
Okay.
Went 0-2 against Luke Eustace. So.
Sure, Eustace lets him know about that.
No, Eustace isn't kind of like that, but Jesse brings it up more than Luke does about how frustrated he was that he went 0-2 against Luke. So they're the same age.
Another blood time. This has been one of those matches that it's a cut on her lip. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yep.
Well, a little bit of time here. We talked about it between matches. The 4 her duels coming up.
Yeah, that'll be their next big deal. A couple weeks, the day after boys state duels.
Yep.
At Extreme Arena, so it'll
Which
be
is a
convenient.
day after the girls' state tournament.
Yeah, four great days of wrestling. Some big powerhouse schools on the women's side coming. You got Iowa and McKendree, of course, and then on the NAIA side, Jake Cadle and William Penn's crew, and then Life, #1 national duos champs and multiple-time national champs. We've wrestled them many times in opens and Soldier Salute days.
Oh, yeah.
Ashley and Christian are incredible coaches down there at Life University. A couple other teams, Ursinus, William Jewell, Ottawa, Indiana Tech is a great program in the NAIA world.
So it's going to be pool play for NCAA and NAIA, and then
play
first we'll wrestle each other, seconds will wrestle each other, et cetera,
exactly.
et cetera. So.
Yeah, and my goal is on that one, much like Soldier Salute, we kind of keep getting bigger. There we go.
Nice
good
low shot right there
shot.
by Gonzalez. Steps all the way over limp arms and gets
work.
the 2. Gut wrench. Can she get it here to finish things off?
It doesn't look
Nope.
like it. She got
her leg caught underneath. 45 seconds left.
Hopefully, here, come on.
Power half. See if she can get that tilted over. Nope. And they will stop the action.
Next year, I'd like to take that eventually to 2 days and add 2 more divisions and have a NCAA pool, NAIA pool, a JUCO pool, and then a club pool.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of really good club teams around the country. We just obviously saw one in the last duel with Okie State.
Yep.
But you've got Columbia, who's great. There's quite a few others. And so, have 4 in each pool and then do some semis and turn it into a multi-division dual tournament.
Yeah.
Be a lot of fun.
Well, I talked about kind of the historic aspect here today with, you talk about Columbia, Oklahoma State. They've got some good club teams. They just haven't quite gotten to that fully sanctioned part. Iowa, the first major school to do it. Lehigh, the second major school to do
Exactly
it.
right.
Wrestling each other here today, and that's a pretty big deal.
For sure. And there's been a few others since announced. Recently, 2-3 weeks back, Kent State said they're going to add women's wrestling. And, so it's great. Hopefully, like at Okie State, can make that jump from club to NCAA, and that'll be huge. I'd love to see selfishly like a Minnesota and Ohio State, somebody like that.
Yeah.
Another
some Big Ten schools.
Another
in
Big
there.
Ten opponent would be fantastic. But
Iowa State, UNI, get some more Iowa schools.
I tell Metcalf and Schwab all the time. I mean, let's figure it out. But I know it's a big ask right now in the world of NIL and the whole crazy landscape that is college athletics these days.
Isabella Gonzalez shot gets all the way
2.
around and is able to finish for the 2.
That'll take care of that.
13-2 Tech fall. Hawks up 16-1 now.
Did you go watch any of Mike Durow tournament yesterday?
I did not. I had to work during the day. I was following along, though. It was a typical wrestling guy. I had West Branch Girls Invitational, supporting my West Branch girls. I had the Ed Haydenfeld, supporting my West Branch boys. And then I had the Durow. So I had 3 different track wrestling tabs up, clicking back and forth and following everything. And
that is great.
Saturdays in the winter is a great opportunity to see some wrestling. But sounded like a good turnout.
Yep. Here's a great, I can't tell you how much I love having Bella Williams on the team and getting to know her a little bit just from the, the IWWC side. She is a terrific person. Obviously, great athlete, U23 or U20 world champ down in Peru. She went down there when Lily went down there. Just great young wrestler. She's going to be a great Hawk for the next 4 or 5 years.
Finished second to teammate Carly Brooks yesterday.
Yep.
Underhook to a far knee. Continuing to drive in here. Gets the push out point. Takes the 1-0 lead.
Otterbein has I don't know what's the story, but they've got a national champ from last year, that Olivia Shore.
Okay.
Who's really, really good, but she obviously not here today, and I don't know, she must not be wrestling this year.
Nice slide by down into a snatch and dumps for the 4, confirmed. So Williams takes the 5-0 lead now. I like that. I can't remember which match it was. I think it might have been, was it Bayless, I think, where the ref called 2, but the 2 side judges are like, no, that was to the back. That's 4.
Yep.
It's exciting to see some of these matches and a lot of great scoring. Slide by attempt there by Otterbein. Couldn't get it. Williams pushes her out again, makes it 6-0.
These guys were all up working. Main guy on the mat now, I don't think so, but the other 2 were up at DeRose tournament all day yesterday, along with Pablo.
Oh, yeah. I saw Pablo saw a picture on Facebook, him refereeing.
Yeah.
Does he know enough about wrestling to referee?
He seemed to do a pretty good job yesterday. I watched him.
I like Pablo. He's a good guy.
He is.
There's a lot of good people around this Iowa wrestling community.
You got Gable Mitchell. He's officiating now, isn't he?
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Jenny and they called me and asked if we could pull some strings to let him officiate the Donnybrook. We didn't want to overstep we let the officials pick the officials.
Right.
I said, hey, you got to talk to them.
There's slide by attempt again, but as soon as she tries that, Williams just drives her out of bounds for the step out, 7-0. And then right off the whistle, Otterbein dives in.
Lift.
Crotch lift attempt here by Williams. Unable to get
to
it.
The other side.
Goes the other direction and rolls her through for 2.
One more.
Still there, trying to adjust.
Oh.
Couldn't quite hang on to it. Comes back down around looking for leg lace. Otterbein just keeping those legs out wide, but
he's letting
Williams
it work.
Pulls it in and gets that ankle lace and lost
now.
the control on it. And they get back up to their feet. 13 seconds left. 9-0 is the lead for Williams. Doesn't look like she'll be able to finish it here in this first period, but she'll take a 9-0 lead into the second. So, Shammy, I think, did I see 10:30? Everything starts on February 8th?
10:30. Yep, doors will open 9:30, and should be a great tournament. I know the other teams are super excited to come in for the opportunity. They love wrestling there, and it's also just a month before the first ever NCAA championships will take place there. So we're really gearing up for that. Luke, as I mentioned earlier, works with us on our sports commission, and that whole team is getting everything dialed in for the first ever NCAA women's championships. So that'll be a lot of fun in March.
A lot of great things over at Extreme Arena. Love that place. It's a great setup
Love
for
wrestling.
a lot of things.
Yep. A couple months later, Pan Ams, Senior Pan Ams will host.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fun into the rest of the college season for Hawk fans, and then right into freestyle Greco season.
Williams underhook. Otterbein clears out. A slide by attempt. Staying right in the middle here. 9-0 is the lead for Williams for the Hawkeyes. Iowa leading 16-1 in the team score. Said I was impressed. Pretty good crowd here on a Sunday afternoon.
It is. I was saying the same thing to Mark down there.
It'd be great to see, twice as many here, but
It's a good crowd.
Still getting people
especially with
associated
women's
with
basketball
it.
tonight.
Yeah.
It's fun to have Lehigh here. You know, that Audrey Jimenez is incredible, and she's a really good person. She was just here training with Team USA in December for a couple weeks, so I've gotten to know her just a little bit, and she's obviously an incredible athlete.
Yeah.
Right?
Just see her walk out on the mat, and it's like, wow, she's
good.
built. She's athletic.
Won the boys state tournament as a senior in high school. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So it's fun to watch her, for sure.
Minute 25 to go. Bella Williams for the Hawkeyes, still a 9-0 lead.
And that girl that Harley stuck, you know, in the end there, that girl was a U20 world team member.
Yeah.
So with Naomi Simon, so she's no slouch, and obviously caught her. And Harley's fun to watch, you know, her Team USA judo, and she'll throw you pretty quick.
Yeah.
For a true freshman, she's a lot of fun. She's going to be a good Hawk.
She's got a good headlock.
Yeah. Her and Frosty, you got to watch out for them, right? Oh, my goodness.
No match is complete with those two. You never know where they're coming from.
Yeah.
A lot of just pushing here in this second period. Neither girl really doing much. Keep trying those slide bys.
Yeah. We need to open up a little more and end this.
30 seconds on the clock. There's a shot attempt by Otterbein.
And we're
Williams
come around.
Trying to break
Crotch
that grip.
lift.
Now is the
Got
crotch lift and rolls her through for the 2. Finish it off with an 11-0 tech fall. Hawks go up by a score of 20-1. Well, Shammy, I'll let you head back over. Enjoy the rest of the match.
Thank you, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Love doing it, and we'll keep our
Catch
eyes
up
on
with you
everything.
soon. Yeah,
Yep,
you
sounds
bet.
good.
All right.
Hawks lead 20-1. University of Iowa Healthcare is here for you no matter where you are in the state, changing medicine and changing lives for all of Iowa and beyond. Visit uihealthcare.org for more. At 1:38, Reagan Briggs gets the nod for Otterbein against Bettendorf native Ella Schmidt. Ella had a nice 10-0 tech fall in her first match today. Getting the referees all situated as they adjust their positions. Allows the walkout music to play just a little bit longer. Nothing wrong with that. And we get underway. Schmidt for the Hawkeyes, Briggs for Otterbein. Front headlock, Ella trying to hustle around, can't get going left, tries going back to the right, looking to clear those elbows out. Switches off to an underhook. Almost looking for a bit of a cement mixer, it looked like. Couldn't quite control it. Still in that front headlock. Grabbing an ankle, now looking to drive in. Briggs tried reaching through, grabbing our leg, but Ella steps over and gets around behind for the takedown. Looking power half, not there. Now goes to a chicken wing on the left side. Unable to hang on to it. Gonna see them get back up to their feet. .210 to go. 2-0 lead for Schmidt for the Hawkeyes. Iowa leading Otterbein 20-1. Briggs for Otterbein changed levels. Ella sags the hips into a front headlock. Right on the edge. Pushes her out. Referee saying grounded, so no points there. Do not get the push out if you are basically down on your knees. They call that grounded. Another attempt there by Briggs. Go behind and take down for Schmidt. Now Ella goes down. She's looking for the ankles. She's got that lace. Rolls it through. Gets it once. Gets it not quite a second time, and there she does. Work through it. And she's working through one more to get the 10-0 tech fall for Ella Schmidt. Hawks go on top 24-1. Main Street Sweets been a hometown favorite in downtown West Branch for over 15 years, offering great burgers, tenderloins, cheese balls, and more, along with many awesome ice cream treats. Order online, call ahead, or stop in to visit. Main Street Sweets, owned and operated by my wife Jessica and me, on the web at mainstreetsweetswb.com. We move to 145 pounds. Jada Weiss for Otterbein. And for the Hawkeyes, pretty sure it's going to be Reese Laramendi. It is. Top ranked in the land. Three straight number one wrestlers for the Hawkeyes at 45, 60, and 80. Laramendi coming across right away. Underhook on the right side. Tries throwing it by. Gets the push-out point instead. 1-0 is her lead. Nice little fake into an arm drag and then gets around for the 2. Gut wrench. Rolls her through for 2. Gut wrench rolls her back the other way for 2. Still with that gut, trying to come back one more time and see if she can finish it. Nope, they're going to say out of bounds before she could get the last one. 9-0 is the lead. 45 seconds off the clock. Hawk fans wanting to see her finish it, and she will right there with the step-out point. In less than a minute, Laramendi wins by a score of 10-0. Hawks go on top by a score of 28-1. Check out the Iowa Style Apparel retail store in Cedar Rapids. Iowa Style Apparel offers the latest looks for a variety of local sports teams, including an expansive wrestling section. Check out the Iowa Style Apparel retail store in Cedar Rapids or shop online at iowastyleapparel.com. 160 pounds. Audrey Garcia for Otterbein. Kennedy Blades for the Hawkeyes. Shake hands, get underway here. Kennedy, a lot of pressure, comes across, takes a shot, gets a push-out point instead. 1-0 is her lead. Blades slide by, gets around, and the go behind for 2. Every time she gets around behind somebody, in that case, Garcia went to the mat pretty quick, but you can hear the crowd just kind of gasp a little bit, and then, oh, if they get to the mat before she can try to lock up her suplex. 3-0 is the lead for Blades. Step out. Makes it 4-0. Blades, double leg to the back for 4. She just blasted that and lifted those legs up and threw the shoulder straight to the mat to take an 8-0 lead. Nothing from the mat. Get back up to their feet. Minute 45 to go. First period. Blades up 8-0. Shot. She probably could have had the go behind or for the easy takedown, but she let her out, but then gets a reshot right there. And gets the 12-0 tech fall as she took her straight to her back. Hawks lead 32-1. Otterbein does not have anybody at 180. Hawkeye Wrestling brought to you all season long by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of Iowa Hawkeyes Wrestling. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Kylie Welker makes her way out from the tunnel to accept the forfeit. So that will make the score 37-1 in favor of the Hawkeyes. And we move to 207, our final match of the afternoon. For Otterbein, it will be Marvet Hijazen. And the Hawkeyes will be sending It is Katja Osteen, another one of the seniors recognized today. Iowa leading 37-1. Katja right away coming across, throws an underhook and drives her down to the mat 4-2 on the edge. Johnson kind of smiling as she gets taken down for 4. Osteen keeping that cross arm, coming around, seeing if she can settle in and finish things out right here. Looking to pull it back, reaching across to adjust. Referee looks over and gets it confirmed from the chairman. The fall in just 29 seconds for Katja Osteen. Hawkeyes defeat Otterbein by a score of 42-1. We will step out, take a timeout. We will be back with more from Carver right after this. You're listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Attention Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations in Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or Solon. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Hawkeyes. Go Hawks! Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Xtreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Jan Jensen and Ben McCullum. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
Cancer doesn't care. It doesn't care what you look like, how old you are, what you do, or where you live. We do. University of Iowa Healthcare is doing more to beat cancer than anyone in the state. From second opinions to life-saving treatments that happen here first. We lead the way in research, training, and care because we believe that UI Healthcare is here to make all of Iowa better. UI Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Visit uihealthcare.org.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 58 years. Oak Knoll is located near the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We are a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. Stephen Grace wrapping things up as the Hawkeyes pick up a couple of victories today over Lehigh and Otterbein. Started things off, Lehigh defeated Otterbein 32-11. Then the Hawkeyes and the Mountain Hawks, Sterling Diaz with a win by Tech Fall. Ava Bayless losing by Tech Fall to 5th-ranked Audrey Jimenez. Harley Hiller hits a headlock to pin number 7th-ranked Abigail Cooper. Callie Lang picks up the 11-0 Tech Fall. Carly Brooks got ankle laced twice at the end of the first period to fall behind 7-2. Got back, was within 7-6, but then got taken down and loses 15-6. Ella Schmidt, the 10-0 Tech Fall. Cadence Diddick wins by fall in 1:31. Kennedy Blades wins by fall in 49 seconds. Kylie Welker with the 10-0 Tech Fall. And then J.C. Feller picks up the forfeit victory. Hawks defeat the Mountain Hawks by a score of 37-7. And then we went to the Iowa and Otterbein. Started at 103 again. Valerie Solario, 11-0 Tech Fall. Ava Bayless, 10-0 Tech Fall. Emily Gonzalez, 10-0 Tech Fall. Isabella Gonzalez with a lot of lengthy blood time, able to come through with the 13-2 Tech Fall. Bella Williams wins 11-0. Ella Schmidt wins 10-0. Reese Laramendi wins 10-0. Kennedy Blades wins 12-0. Kylie Welker wins by forfeit. And then Katja Osteen wins by fall in 29 seconds. And the Hawkeyes get the victory by a score of 42-1. Right now, recognizing the seniors that have helped get this program up and running. And 5 student athletes and a student manager. Those 5 student athletes being recognized today: Ava Bayless, Sam Calkins, Katja Osteen, Sky Reelan, and Ella Schmidt, as well as senior manager Abby Forbes. So big tip of the cap to those 6, everything that they've done to get this program onto the map and get it rolling and really get established as, again, one of the front runners for not only women's wrestling but women's athletics across the NCAA right here from the University of Iowa in Iowa City. So congratulations to all of them. So the Hawks move to 10-1. They will be back in action on Saturday as they will be in Albany, New York for the Journeyman College Duels, taking on Sacred Heart, among others. And then be back home on February 8th over at Extreme Arena, where they will be taking on a variety of teams in the For Her dual tournament. I encourage you to find tickets for that one. Unfortunately, I won't be there. We'll be with the men's team as they're on a trip out east to Ohio State and Michigan State, but really looking forward to seeing how that one goes over at Extreme Arena. So head on over to get your tickets for that and go support these Hawkeyes as they continue rolling through this season. That's going to do it for our coverage. Hawks win 2 of them, move to 10-1 on the year. And we wish them luck as they close things out here through the rest of the season. Big thank you to all of our sponsors. Without them, it's not possible for us to do all of this. We thank everybody that has logged in and tuned in and followed us. And we look forward to supporting the Hawks in the future as well. Until then, this is Stephen Grace. You've been listening to Hawkeye Wrestling from Learfield.
Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling has been brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Riverside Casino and Golf Resort, home of the Draft Day Sports Lounge, just minutes south of Iowa City. Also brought to you by University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. And by Oak Knoll, a not-for-profit life plan community, serving the Iowa City community for 59 years. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.